Hi everyone, here's the next episode of my SimCity 4 Let's Play of Solitude. I just got a request in the comment section recently on my last video about continuing the series, since I really hadn't been doing anything with it for a long time. And unfortunately I've actually finished up the city tile off the series, I guess. I haven't really been making videos of it, but I've been working on it. So I've done mostly this half of the city tile is pretty much since the last episode, as well as all this and all of this one too. But I still have a lot to do in this metro area, the South Trifort metro area, in Solitude and Tranwo Islands. So I can still kind of continue working on that in the videos. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be like, consistently making them of this area, but I think I'll make at least a few, So I think I'm going to start out by just talking about what I did in this this city tile here. Kind of do a brief overview of that. This is pretty much fully covered as far as the developable land in the city tile. And let's see, it's nighttime right now, so I'm gonna make it daytime again just so you can see everything that's going on. Yeah, so basically, okay, there's a little bit of land that's not developed yet, but it's all zoned in and everything still. I guess starting from the oldest part, which is way over here. Let's see. Yeah, basically on the last one I remember I had done this university and all of this part of the city. This little urban area here too, kind of a downtown core type place, and I had this industrial area developed for a long time, and semi-recently I took care of developing all this, or not really developing, but planting trees here to make it look better at least. So I kind of zoned in this new residential area. It's kind of a challenge because, it's just a big diagonal avenue going through here. And of course the game makes it kind of hard with the grid system to develop diagonal areas like this, so I ended up just like putting a lot of trees along the edges of the avenue, and minimal development, not really anything going right up against it. So yeah, and here's the existing main road. I don't think these have names right now, so maybe something to think of in the future. I do like that I could add in the stoplights to this intersection, because the network add-on mod added that update recently where you can, well, not really recently, but maybe like a year ago at least, but on one of the most recent updates you can put stoplights with one-way roads. So that's pretty great. So it looks like we've still got some new development, like things are being replaced with higher wealth mansions and everything. Couple really taller buildings here. This is one of those that I don't really agree with the developer's decision to make this in the medium density section, because it's so much taller than everything else in medium density residential. But anyway, it's there now, so it's got a nice little railway station and parking garage for that. Some ground light rail stations. And basically ended around here before, and I of course developed all this, put the retaining walls on either side of this railway, which is of course 2 heavy rail and 1 light rail. And one of these is a freight railway from the industrial zone. I'll just show you that again. Got a little port here. Not a big one like in the more urban areas, but it's a nice little port. It's got railways going up to both of its terminals. Freight terminals, and some high-tech industry that won't pollute the surrounding areas. And some more undeveloped residential land too. I was about to say I thought I had another station over here, but that's actually in the next city tile over. So you can see a lot of traffic going to there and back, and just basically mostly gridded residential here. You've got a few variations, but it's when you go further west here, you can mostly see the main roads are a grid and there's smaller streets too. So kind of transition to that compared to like curves and cul-de-sacs way over here. But yeah, I think that's enough talking about this city tile. I'm gonna go back out to the region and show you some more. The next one over to the west. Let's see, this one is... So the thing I did about this is I kind of made a mistake about developing it. I meant to, you know, kind of... What I wanted to do in the first place was make this all, you know, industrial, that most of this, at least continuous along here, along the coast maybe. But I kind of forgot it was industrial in the next city tile over, so you got dirty and manufacturing and high-tech industry just fronting residential and commercial, which I think looks kind of weird, but oh well, it doesn't look too bad from here, I guess. I did try to put some trees as a buffer on this side way over here once I realized what was going on. Let's see. So first I started with developing this part over here, and this is just basic low density residential, but I got an interesting kind of street pattern because, you know, there's a lot of graded overpasses here over the main highway, which I think is what, T1, highway T1 through Trifort 1. That's the number I gave it, but anyway, this one goes all the way to the main downtown area, so a lot of traffic there. And oddly enough, it's only 4 lanes because I used the Maxis Highway override to kind of make it simpler to build that. But you trade off with you don't get any like merge lanes or anything here. And then you go further out, a couple more interchanges, it gets wider, which is, honestly, I just wanted a pretty wide bridge here. The Ivory Gate, it's called. So I wanted to have that be the impressive, like, entrance to, you know, the main city, New Concord. So that's why I made it 10 lanes. It's not really a logical reason. I mean, I don't know how much traffic it actually is getting. I don't really expect it because it's in a pretty far out suburban area, but maybe someday it will have a good amount of traffic on it. And we've got an underwater tunnel for the railways here. I'll go out through the river. Let's see, I call this the reel-to-reel interchange, or the VHS tape or something, you know, because it kind of looks like that, I thought. Kind of. And on the other side of the river, we've got just another minor bridge. This is a 2-lane road bridge. And there's that railway station I was thinking of was in the other city tile, but it's actually over here. In this main road, I kind of got a nice divided boulevard for a little ways. This is kind of awkward, like a challenge, you know, because you couldn't really, well, it's kind of hard to explain. So this is actually, let's see, I think this one is the one that only extends out 2 tiles, you know, this is technically a real highway freeway, so you can't really get like access to the overpass in this sunken low grade station. So I'm gonna put a stairway here and a overpass, which technically is what gives it access in the game. So yeah, if you look at the traffic, we get pedestrians going through here somehow, but at least it makes it work, you know. I had to put pedestrian mall tiles all along here too. But anyway, it's got a little parking lot, and this is another little commercial strip area, I guess. Looks like some unemployment problems right now, but I'm trying to work on more industrial way over here. Let's see, we got a Target Super Center, or Super Target, whatever you call it. It's Super Center, yeah. Military base, because my city was in financial hard times for a little while. Now it's back to normal, I believe. Yeah, plenty of money now. But I thought, you know, put the military base way out in the kind of wilderness area, and a kind of private road leading up to it. And what else? There's another station. It goes over the overpass, or under the overpass here. Got some elevators that go up to that for the commuter rail. And that's about it for here. I mean, right now I've got a lot of undeveloped residential zoned land here. I'm not sure what's going on because there's demand, but it's been vacant for a long time. I think that might be because of demand caps, which I didn't know about for a long time when I was playing the game at first, but if you didn't know, that's basically what happens when you just have too much development in the city tile. Even though there's demand, you won't get any more development until you start placing like parks and landmarks and stuff that reduce the demand cap. So I think maybe I just need to build some more parks around the city. It'll be relieved. I did have a mod at one point that would tell me, like right down here, that you know, the percentage for the demand cap, so I could figure that out. But I guess I don't have that anymore. Have to find it sometime. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. Pretty standard suburban development here. Show you the next one, which is, I guess we'll be continuing the building of stuff in there because this one's mostly undeveloped. Here it is, the farthest one to the west in the region. I've got a few small ones here. Unfortunately, I don't play these industrial ones right now very much because there's some weird, I don't know what's going on. It's like random crashes when I play them. It seems like I think there's something trying to grow, like a lot or a building or whatever, that's causing the game to crash whenever it tries to appear. And I'm not sure what the heck that is because it crashes as soon as it appears, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what industrial building is causing that so I can hopefully fix that crashing problem. It doesn't really happen on residential or commercial only tiles, so I guess it must be something industrial that's doing it. Okay, so here we've got the newest city tile, which has quite a lot of the same buildings here. Pretty regular grid, looks pretty weird, I think. But that's kind of what you get when you zone 4 tiles deep commercial zones for a long area. And these are pretty annoying too. It's just one of the Hong Kong pencil towers that I have in my plugins, but for some reason it's showing up in the wrong building style, and it's the wrong density too. And it's not a low density, it's not. These have zoned low density, that's clearly a high density. So I might have to work on that in my plugins if I can find it. But anyway, I guess I'll continue just building stuff now. Like really. Right here I've got like some kind of weird highway interchange at the roundabout and an intersection on the other side. And another one. Oh yeah, the last part I was working on was this right here. This is the Walmart, what do we call it? Super Walmart, it's just regular Walmart, I guess. And well, basically what it was here was this I built a long time ago. I built all of this maybe over a year ago, honestly, and I didn't really develop the tile anymore since then. So I kind of started developing over here recently, and I had to reconnect this street grid to the one over here, existing one with the new one. So I put a few like kind of interesting things going on, you know. Like I had this avenue going this way, so I gave it split it into 2 one-way roads and connected to this pair of roads here. So that's kind of interesting, you know. This could be like a, I don't know, put some kind of iconic statue or something here, you know, a little park. And a little bend here at this intersection. You got a bend around the road, you know, the main road, and a roundabout with diagonal road here. Well, anyway, so yeah, I'll start by kind of taking care of this area, fill this in a bit. So Yeah, let's see. I want some kind of statue or park here, so I'm thinking maybe the mayor's statue if I have unlocked that. I don't remember if I... That would be the second or third one. The third one that you unlock. It doesn't look like I have that right now. Oh wait, here's a small one, but I was kind of hoping for the 2 tiles wide. Well, I could do that, I guess. Yeah, let's see, if I just put it right here, you know, that would be a good place for it. People are driving up here, they'll see the mayor's statue, and then, yeah. I have most of my Maxis reward buildings relotted. Like, this isn't the default way it looks around the statue. I have a mod that's taking care of changing most of those to be, like, better looking, I guess, arguably. This is actually a Parkway Filler. It's supposed to be, you know, it's designed to be in the middle of a parkway. 2 tiles wide. I have a 3 tile wide version as well. So maybe I'll put a flower garden or something here. Yeah, that looks good, I think. And for here, a gazebo would be good. And a small park. Green. Where's that? Way up here. I would face the other direction from the statue, I guess. So everything's facing both ways. Let's see. The thing that bothers me about these one-way road fractional angle puzzle pieces is they don't have any sidewalks or grass like the like you have over here, you know. Just because they're regular puzzle pieces, they haven't turned that into a draggable thing yet in the network add-on mod. Let's put another park there. Pretty generic. Now we have a different tree. You can see there's a different one there, so that's doesn't look too repetitive or anything. Okay, so at least I got this little area. Maybe I'll put some development here. If I want to, I could have a little town center type place here, because it seems like a nice little entrance to that. You know, so maybe put some medium density zoning. So I guess I'll just zone some commercial here. Or residential, I don't know. Not commercial, because it's kind of a main important road, so put the businesses here. Narrower lots so that they can hopefully get a little denser development there. I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out what I should do. Put some medium density residential zones here. Here too. And put one right here as well. That kind of fits in well. I'll just put another park right up in here, I think. I've got a nice one that would fit there. There's the default large park, and first I'm gonna put another gazebo here, I think. The default large park, the default flower garden, which is a lot of paved things, which I don't think I'll put that there. Specifically, I was thinking of this one. That looks good, I think. You know, it has trees, they don't appear for a moment, but it's supposed to be seasonal, but I have a mod that makes them into regular non-seasonal trees, because just, you know, like these are never going to be seasonal. The ones you plant in like Mayor mode or God mode aren't really going to be. I mean, I guess you can make them seasonal somehow, but I just don't like it. Some of my deciduous trees have leaves all the time, and some of them lose them in the winter. So I have a mod, that's why I have that mod that gets rid of, just keeps them all. It's called the Endless Summer mod. It makes them always have leaves. Let's see. Yeah, that's looking good, I think. I like the selection of buildings that we've got here. I think I'm gonna make these historical so they don't get replaced by something else. keep that there because, I don't know. It's a nicer area, but you can have affordable housing in this kind of place. It's important too. I kind of like this building too. Both of these are really nice. Let's see. Some more low density here, just continuing that from over here. Oops. Went past that. I was looking for the tree lots. There. Let's put zones here actually. Maybe some trees in the back though. Still working on this. This is just I download this one from SC4 Devotion. It's Yakila or whatever you call it. It says it in the title there, but it's a nice little. They have a really nice lot for it too. I like when they put a lot of effort into the details of the lot around it. I like this apartment building a lot. It grows a lot in my cities. So let's see. We can put some more residential here. And just fill the back part with trees, I guess. Save to be safe. 'Cause I think it did crash recently with even in a residential only city. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm pretty sure it's crashed in residential and industrial cities. So it's like maybe something's getting affected with the roads or something when something gets developed. Kind of confusing. It's really hard to find out, you know, what's popping up and crashing the game when you can't see it. So I don't know. Hopefully that gets fixed though. This isn't what I wanted to happen at all here. I have two 1 tile wide of the same building zones or lots, and a 4 tile wide here. I was hoping you'd have like 3 different things. Oh well, sometimes it get overgrown eventually. Something else built there. So I'm gonna put some more residential here. Medium density again. It's kind of the town center of whatever place this is. I don't really have a name for it yet, but I usually like to put, you know, little signs and labels or whatever with this. I type in the name of whatever little town this is once I decide on that. Well, alright, we'll see how this develops in the next episode. I think I'm going to end it around here, so hopefully pretty soon I'll make another with more development around here, you know, in this area, the suburbs. But I guess I did talk a little bit about, or a lot about the existing areas. Hopefully that was entertaining, I guess, or informative for you. And thanks a lot for watching. Hope to see you next time.